When I arrive home, I immediately look through my notes, not on subjects I have to study, but about the 4 people listed in Heart's Echo. I cross off the unnamed person and try to focus on the others. Oh my goodness. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Milo, my protective childhood friend. Rylee, my shy project partner. And Anthony, my closed off roommate. I am losing my voice. I do apologize. I am having so much drainage today. It is exhausting. The names that intrigue me the most is... Oh no! I gotta choose now? Hello and welcome to Knee Deep. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you ever want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask. I am feeling a little nauseous today. I don't know why. Anyways, this game is full of cute guys. We're gonna start. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now that we pushed all that out of the way, how are y'all doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a great day. And if not, if I can't make your day better, don't you dare go out there and make somebody else's day bad because you're having a bad day, okay? Take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, is this gonna matter in 10 years? Probably not. Not at all. Which pronouns would you like to use? She, her. You have selected she, her pronouns. Okay. And what is your name? I almost forgot how to spell my own name. Okay. Oh my. When I met Rylee for the first time, I felt love struck? I'm not entirely sure, honestly. First, it was his looks, then his smile, and finally, his passion for absolutely everything he touched. Honestly, I could go on and on listing all the good qualities, all the good qualities forever. Hey kid, he is kind of cute. He's a lot kind of cute. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm into Leon Kennedy, but he is cute. I flinched and twisted around. Not Rylee, because someone else entirely. He's got messy dark hair, mischief practicing dripping from his stupidly smug face. No blonde hair. Definitely not Rylee. Or Rylee. I don't know if it's Rylee or Rylee. Correct me respectfully. I'm going to call him Rylee. This guy wearing a grin that makes me want to commit crimes. Okay. Voyia, try not to embarrass yourself, yeah? I get it. Rylee's cute. But you've been staring like he's hung the stars or something. This better be my best friend or something. I promise you, if this is not my best friend talking to me like this, the way he's gonna get cussed out, he better be fine. That's the only thing that's gonna save him. Fine or friend. Your choice. I'm not. I looked back at Rylee. His blonde bangs fell to his eyes. Hey, Rylee? Was I staring? His lips curved into the sweetest smile I've ever seen. I'm doomed. Maybe? I'm used to it, Voyia, right? The professor talks a lot about you. I feel like you'll be my favorite student too. Ooh, okay, so he's our teacher. He's our professor. Okay, let me let this card pass and then we can finish. So it shouldn't be that loud. It sounds like whatever they're doing outside is fading away, so they might be moving away from my house. So let's continue. Before I can reply, Liam smirks and quietly backs away, clearly satisfied with himself for orchestrating this. I feel like I'm just a joke for our professor. I mean, realistically, you're there to learn. You shouldn't be trying to fall in love with the professor or whatever. I get it, you're a young adult or whatever, but your objective shouldn't be guys. It should be to better your education. Of course there's guys there. Of course if something happens, let it happen naturally. Don't force it, but all in all, you're there to learn. Honestly, probably. But hey, it means you're memorable. Let me warn you though, from now on, you're officially my enemy. Lovers to enemies? Yes? No? What he said was clearly a joke. His smile is so calm, so serene that I found myself smiling right back at him. Then he holds out something for me, an orange soda can. Okay, he got me a soda. You know, I haven't had soda in a while. Maybe I'll get a soda today. I don't know. I don't really like soda anymore. Like, I used to drink it religiously as a kid. And now it's like, I got it out of my system. I'm good. Got this from a vending machine. It's your favorite, right? How do you know? A little bird came by and told me. He hushed me with his finger before I could even respond. Who does he think he is? A handsome, cute... Ugh! Get it together, voyia. It's been 4 months since that happened. Apparently, he's the one who just can't stop staring. Take that, Liam. We're both second years at the Pebblestone College of Art. Okay, so they do art. That's cute. And while he isn't exactly known for being outgoing, Rylee's reputation still stands out. Everyone knows him for his impeccable fashion senses, his artistic talent, and his chubby cheeks. In my case, I'm definitely known for academics, being friendly and outgoing, doing stupid things. My talent is music and art. So when you think about it, what we're doing, we're participating with art. At school, I was just known as the youngest person there, so that's not fair. Because I was skipped up grades because I passed a lot of stuff. I graduated high school at 16, and I was just, oh yeah, she's just the youngest person in college. She's just the youngest person in college. I'm like, I like video games. I'm emo, right? I like music, right? I write, right? I make poems. I jog. There's other things about me that I do than just that. But I was also known as the friendly, outgoing person. Our first interaction was when Liam set us up, so I can't really grasp why he's been so interested in me lately. Despite my being friendly and outgoing, I'm not that relevant. Yeah, I was just like, oh, she's so sweet. Anyways, every time he talks to me, I'm left feeling unsure of how to act. I trace my fingers over my phone screen, waiting for the college Wi-Fi to load a page. The little blue dots circling and loading icons seemingly taking over. Finally, the page loads, and I feel a wave of relief, but then I see the banner. Okay, let me look at it real quick. Oh, I can't look at it. Welcome to the Superpower Lottery. Apply. It's bold and bright, with pink and yellow letters that make me blink to adjust my vision. I heard about this lottery for years, and I even took part in the last one when I was 12. Nobody actually knows how it works, but the winners always end up really well off, getting a superpower, a fortune, and many more, as the page announced. The most recent winner chose to remain anonymous, but the one before them, they became a business genius, skyrocketing to become the richest person in the world. Before that, there was an actual Superman, and before him, a man who could order shadows at will. Okay. Superpower lottery. What would your superpower be? Y'all tell me in the comment section below, what would your superpower be? The cycle continues, each winner getting a better prize than the last. I click on apply. Let's apply, sure. The Superpower Lottery happens every 10 years. Don't miss out on this once in a lifetime opportunity. Do you agree to the terms? Yeah, sure. No, we don't read. No, who reads the terms? I do. But who reads the terms? Like, nobody reads the terms. I do. I just like people to think that I don't. But I definitely do. Congratulations. You've decided to enter the Superpower Lottery. Okay. Fine. Next. Thank you. You have successfully registered. Your chance at winning are 1 in a billion. Good luck. Well, it's worth a shot. I exhale slowly, feeling a mix of release and curiosity. Why do I even bother? It's not like I'll get anything. Rylee's voice breaks through my thoughts as I'm about to put my phone down. Well, here go Rylee again. Hi. What do we have here? What are you doing now? Oh my God. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. You sure? He looks like a killer. Let me be honest, like, he's cute. He really is. But he looks like if he gets me alone, he's gonna schmill me. And Mama's a little scared. But we're gonna continue. I just wanted to know what you were doing. That's all, I swear. He holds his hand up apologetically. Checking something online, graphic design project, lottery. Checking something online? You don't let everybody in on your business. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing online. His eyebrows raised, and he looks intrigued. Was it a website with a bright pink banner? Yeah, that one. Rylee doesn't push further, but he doesn't leave either. Instead, he sits down next to me, resting his chin in his hand as he watches me with genuine curiosity. It's the superpower website thing, isn't it? I applied a few days ago too. You must have been through a lot to know that. I recognize that ugly graphic design anywhere. Isn't it ending today? I think so. What would you want to get if you somehow won? I don't know. Something that would just let me stay awake during class. I applied to a lottery that could give me a superpower so it could keep me awake. What? Okay, anyways. I can't help but notice how hesitantly he says that. Something in the back of my head's telling me he's lying. He loves this class. How strange. What do you really want? To make Rylee happy. I don't know. I saw 3 little arts of guys up there. There's got to be more than just Rylee here, so I'm not gonna just settle on Rylee. He is cute, but he's kind of a tease a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if that's your type, that's your type. But I'm more of I like the mysterious guys, the guys where I'm looking at him and he's looking at me, and I'm like, what's on his mind? But I can't really tell. With Rylee, you could tell he's just a goody two shoes. Something I define as super comic. To finish assignments. Let's go with this one because I'm still finish my assignments without ever doing one. Honestly, I'd love to just not have to do these assignments myself. Maybe something that could finish them for me. Yeah, smooth. Imagine how much time I'd save. Right? I swear Professor thinks we have no life outside of class. Rylee usually sits a few seats away from me during this class. His blonde fluffy hair falls into his face as he scribbles something in his notebook, usually a doodle. Right now though, he looks at me with wide blue eyes, nodding his head to everything I say. Painting bored me too once. Huh? I've noticed that you haven't painted much, or actually you haven't made anything these days. Oh, don't worry about me. I still like painting. What made you think that? Whenever you come to class, you take your notes on what the teacher is saying, open up Twitter, and then drift off into whatever you were thinking about. I noticed how my greatest enemy is losing passion. Okay, so in the beginning, I did think that he was trying to say, oh yeah, I'm going to be your professor or whatever. I think he's just a new student like I am. He's not a new student like I am, but he's a new student like Voyia is. Voyia outside of the game is. And he's like, oh yeah, you're my enemy. You're my greatest enemy. I get it. Like I said, lovers to friends. I'm cool with that. So he's not the professor. That's fair. Meditative silence sinks into the room. And what made you interested in painting again? I think I found a subject I was actually passionate about. I paused, wondering what that means as the professor enters the room, immediately snapping me away from the conversation. Okay, class, you know the little amount of time we have for our lectures. Lend all your ears to me. Professor Elliot, the 50-year-old professor who loves teasing me and the rest of his students, but especially me, speaks in a steady voice. He opens a slide about curating art exhibitions, droning on about projects we have to do for the end of the year and how much it will impact us. Well, at least he cares about what he's doing and he's trying to fit it all in the little time you have. Be grateful. My teachers did not care. They'd be like, open your books, read. And they'd be on their phones and just scrolling or looking at their desk or reading a book. I had a teacher who would sit in the classroom. And yes, I was ahead of the class, but I still had to do the work just like everybody else. It's just like, it counts. It gives me credits towards college or whatever. But anyways, when I'm sitting there and I'm doing my work and stuff, the teacher's on her phone. She turns off the lights. She opens the curtains and she freaking gets on her phone and tell us to read out of the book. So I'm like, if anyone learned anything in here, raise your hand. No, you didn't? I didn't either. Okay. And then people would go up and ask her questions about stuff. She'll answer them, but I mean, it's still like, whatever. It almost felt like she didn't want to be there. Some students take notes. Others pick their noses. And a lot of them simply just fight to stay awake. This is worth 60% of your grade. I expect all of you to do your best. I'll be assigning you partners. As I said, this was partner work and based on your group work with other artists and how all you managed to divide roles. Lovely. As long as we just get one partner, maybe two. A 3-pair could finish this up real quick. I'll be assessing how the 2 members of the team can either complement or destroy each other while working. Well, knowing me, I'm kind of a caver. And what I mean by that is I usually in group projects, especially when I was in college, definitely when I was in college, but definitely in high school as well. In the group projects, I would usually just be like, you know what? You got it. That's what you said we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. Come on. We'll do it. Kyle, Anna will be your pair. Next up, Liam. Meet your partner, Nick. I flinched as he finally calls out my name. Voyia and Rylee. I expect much from you both. Rylee looks at me shocked. Nice to meet you, partner. Let's work hard. Well, at least he cares. And the car's leaving, you guys, by the way. Give him a second. He's almost out of here. And he's gone. Okay. Of course. I hope you do your part, unless you want to slack off and leave everything to me. Don't worry, Voyia. I won't. He gives me a fake cough, dramatizing the whole thing, unlike some others in this room. The 2 of you in the back, Rylee and Voyia, whenever you're done, I hope you can show me the same enthusiasm for your project. Well, we'll try. Guess we're the stars of the show now. As I was saying, this project is worth 60% of your final grade. He pauses for dramatic effect, letting the weight of his words sink in. A few groans ripple through the room. Rylee and Voyia, your topic is the symbolism of flowers in art and literature. This isn't bad at all. It'll be really interesting. Yeah, hopefully for the better. For the rest of the time, me and Rylee searched online resources and consulted a wise and mighty ChatGPT. Red roses often symbolize romance. Media and art usually portray red roses in subjects involving passion, love, affection. I believe that many may think that they're common, but this could be integrated into our project in a way that would make people go, wow. Exactly. He grabs a red marker. Hold out the back of your left hand. I do as I'm told. He spins his pen, takes my hand, and grips it. On the back of my left hand, he draws a little rose, a quick one at that. Oh, well, isn't that sweet? But his artistic skills show regardless. Its lines neat and consistent. The rose has a cute smiley face on it, and next to it are the words fighting. This is a red rose for you. I hope that whatever art block you had will disappear in this project. I'm sure it'll give me motivation. Class is over, everybody. Go on home. I grab my laptop and my bag, but I'm stopped by the tap on my back. Now, who might be tapping me on my back? Oh, Rylee. Okay. Would you give me your number so that I could contact you for the project? Sure. Of course, sure. I hurriedly typed my number on his phone, one with neon green casing and a keychain of Moonrin hanging out of it. Okay, well, I mean, he's got his likes, I guess. Gotta go meet up with a friend now. See you later. After giving his phone back, I quickly rush out of the lecture hall without looking back at anyone there. Just when I thought that I would no longer be interrupted by anyone, Liam bumped into me. Hey, you never led class this late before. What kept you? Not a single apology came out of his mouth. He teased, knowing I immediately dipped once a class ends. Not a single apology came from his lips. He teased, knowing I'd immediately dip out of class. Wait, didn't that say the same thing? Yeah, it did. One said his mouth, one said his lips. That's all. That's the only difference, is one said his mouth, one said his lips. Anyways, not a single apology came from his lips. He teased, knowing I immediately dipped out once the class ends. Rylee just asked me for my number. Okay, go ahead and brag about it. That's odd. I thought he already knew your number. What? He tapped his chin as if to remember how. Ever since I introduced you both, I saw your name and number saved on his phone with heart emojis around it. Liam, you have a crush on me? I'm pretty sure. I thought you two got along so well when I set it all up. You set us up that you guys became besties. Oh. Well, that's creepy. I snorted at that. I'm pretty sure I thought y'all get along so much when I introduced y'all that you guys started to become besties. I snorted at that. I did not rewind it back. It did that on its own. Definitely the wrong number. The wrong name too. XXX XXXX. That's your number, right? And isn't your full name Voyia too? Voyia, but people can call me Voyia. I'm okay with that. I made myself remember it because little old Elliot scolded me about an hour for not knowing my partner's name. You either had bad eyesight or your memory's fricked up. I'm sure it's a coincidence. I make a quick escape, ignoring Liam's words with my head held high. I skip to the campus cafe to get my daily dose of espresso and eventually Milo's nagging. Yay! I open the door to the Cafe Lover. Ooh, fancy! Which is just a few minutes away from my main building. The doorbell chimes, announcing my arrival. This used to be a minuscule place, but as the only cafe on campus, they actually let students stay. It grew to be quite popular. Today's no exception. The shop filled to the brim with people either doing their projects or needing their daily dose of caffeine right before their afternoon classes start. After waiting in line for almost a half an hour, I'm finally able to get an unimpressed looking barista my order. Okay, well, at least we can get our order in and hurry up and get out of here. She sighs right after looking at me, forcing a smile. May I take your order? No, you may not. Milo. Oh, Milo. Hello. Hi, Milo. You're cute. A familiar voice interrupts. Milo strode over casually, his height and easygoing figure noticeable. Milo was the barista of the Cafe Lover. Ooh, it's so fancy, okay? And happened to be my childhood best friend, since we were a few months old. Oh, our parents promptly forced us to hang out since they were best friends. I used to see this in movies, and I used to want to have a best friend that I used to hang out with all the time. I promise you, that's what I wanted. And his little look at me, love it. It worked out because I'm still at the same university as him after all these years. My best friend when I was 4, Milo, age 9, Milo, age 14. I insisted on making Lily my best friend that year as Milo accidentally broke my earphones. 18, Milo. Current age, still Milo. He is so cute. Ah, he's so cute. Hey Milo, still not done with your shift? I want a double espresso, no sugar. Thank you. Oh, no. No, you don't. I'm not letting you drink that every single waking moment. He's just a friend looking out for a friend. I'll leave it alone. He shakes his head and noted down with his little My Little Pony pen, caramel latte. I'm sure that this goes for fraud. It's not a fraud if you're getting it for free anyways. I can't remember the last time you had paid here. After Milo hands me my caramel latte, I yank it away and stick my tongue at him. I rethought my actions on how I was getting this for free. I mean, something doesn't feel right here. Everything's just going swimmingly. I'm like on edge, but they are cute. Both of them are cute. Liam and Milo are cute. No, not Liam. His name isn't Liam. It's Rylee. Rylee and Milo are cute. Thanks. Even though this isn't what I asked for. Grow up, voyia. Just learn how to express gratitude and she's running away again. Should I be worried, voyia? You never rush when it's about me. I literally ran to get here. Totally. He draws the corner of his mouth twitching like he is forcing himself not to frown. He looks so cute. And we haven't got with Milo because, like, my childhood friend looked this good and we got the connection. We have that chemistry. I probably might, like, let's try something. You've been talking about Rylee a lot lately, Was he the reason why I had to wait for so long? He's cute. Just a project partner. He's just a project partner, Milo. Relax. He's just my project partner. I shoot back, taking a sip of latte, annoyingly perfect as usual. Not that I'll admit it. Right. He peeled off his apron and tossed it onto the hook behind him. He takes off his apron. Anyway, my shift is over. Let's go. Go where? I ask, frowning as he comes from behind the counter. The park. He slips his hand into his hoodie pocket. You've been stressing too much lately. A walk will do you good. And before you argue, I'm not taking no for an answer. He's already holds the door open for me, so I sigh and follow him out. Well, at least he took us to the park, right? Right? Okay. 15 minutes later, and we're strolling through Green Hollows Park. The late afternoon sun casts along the shadows and the crisp breeze nips at my cheeks. I clutch my latte, its warmth seeping through my gloves, while Milo walks beside me, close enough that our arms almost brush. I miss this place. This park looks familiar. I don't know why. It just looks familiar. Maybe it's the colors that looks familiar and not the park itself. I don't know. Sometimes, like, I'll see something that has color in it. I'm like, this looks familiar, but realistically, it's not familiar to me. It's just the colors match something else that has the exact same colors. Did that ever happen to y'all? Is it just me? Tell me in the comment section. Is that just me? I don't know. I'm weird. You literally work 2 minutes away from here. I raise an eyebrow. Not the same. He replies, nudging me gently. I mean, I miss those times back when we were kids. I'd love to forget about college, project deadlines, group projects, professors, all that stuff. I mean, I did too. Oh, and that blondie who's trying to take all of your attention. Milo, if you got a crush on me, say it. I snort. Why is he acting so emotional all of a sudden? What's gotten into him? Milo, you're being ridiculous. I see you every day. Yeah, but it's different now. You don't tell me everything what's going on in your life. Not anymore. Milo, what do you want me to say? He taps his fingers. Like, tell me what you want me to say. I'll say it. Well, you could have mentioned that little art block you went through. What? How? How do you even know that? Relax. He stops walking abruptly and reaches into his pocket, pulling out a small, crumpled photo. Look what I found the other day. The photo itself is pretty worn out, faded by the passage of time. I recognize it immediately. It's a picture of us as kids, sitting on a blanket in this very same park. Oh, I was grinning, holding an already melting popsicle. Meanwhile, little Milo had other plans, holding a water balloon behind his back with that same mischievous glint in his eyes. I've got to know over the years. This is so sweet. I'm telling you, if you have a childhood best friend and y'all love each other, fight, argue, and can come back together and everything is still peachy, 10 out of 10 best friend, hold on to it. I lose friends, not because like we falling out, not because there's drama or anything like that. It's just we kind of grow apart. Some of us stay together and some of us grow apart, and it's sad. It really is sad. And it's not like I will never hang out with them again. If we just so happen the time is right and the time sets up perfectly, then we'll hang out. But other than that, it is just, we hang out if we do, we hang out if we don't. But it's just, it feels weird when you know that you have friends that want to hang out with you, but you don't want to hang out with them. I don't think this is what her and Milo's thing is and stuff, but that's kind of what my situation is. It just feels like I was being a bother sometimes. So not just step back and then we just fade apart. That's just my thing or whatever. But when you have a childhood friend like this that wants to be around you, that makes you feel wanted, hold on to them. Oh my gosh, I remember this. You soaked me right after this was taken. And you screamed so loud. You scared all of the pictures away. You were so mad. I thought you'd never talk to me again. I didn't. You bribed me with another popsicle. Guilty as charged. I remember using your allowance money for that though. Hey! Whatever, Milo. We reached a bench by the pond and Milo sits down first, patting the spot next to him. I hesitate before joining him. He hands me the photo, his expression unusually soft. Milo's gaze lingered on me, his eyes darkening slightly. Uh-oh. Voyia, you've been so distracted lately. Your art, your classes, him. I just want to remind you that I'm still here. That I always will be. Milo, why are we not dating again? Do you have a girlfriend? Is that what that is? We're not dating because you have a girlfriend, right? Milo, you don't have to say anything. He cuts it smoothly, his smile returning, but it doesn't quite reach his face. I just want you to take care of yourself and to remember that some people care more than others. For a moment, the air between us feels heavy. I glance away, my cheeks heating under his gaze. Thanks, Milo. You're like my personal therapist. You know that? He chuckles, leaning back against the bench. And you're my full-time job. But I don't mind. I like keeping an eye on you. We walked in the park for a couple of more minutes until the sun starts to go down. We have been strolling on the sidewalk for so long and with very few people around. Only the sun notifies us of the time. I check my watch on my wrist. I think it's time to go. Your roommate's not there, right? Want to crash at my place instead? Listen, I got a thing for nurturing guys too. The mysterious guys, the nurturing guys, and double if they're both. They give me the opportunity, I'm gonna say yeah. I lean backwards, clearly showing my refusal. I'm just gonna pass. I'll be at my dorm. Oh, look at her door. It's cute in here. It's very cute. Like most people, have had my fair share of roommates. Most of the time, I rely on Milo and some other friends to share rooms together. I was known to be the chill but energetic type of roomie, someone they could have fun with. I like to think that they were all decent people. When I asked the residence assistants about having a roommate during my first year of university, they claimed that I could have my own room, as Milo had requested. However, this year, with the dorms filled to the brim with freshmen, I was made to share a room with a guy named Anthony. Anthony better be fine too. And I'm pretty sure by now that he was the strangest one out of them all. He truly goes beyond the definition of a weirdo. He often disappears randomly for days. As a matter of fact, he only ever shows up at the most random times. He's a killer. Ding ding. A familiar tone snaps me out of my train of thought. I'm currently sitting at home, taking my well-deserved rest when suddenly I get a call. Speaking of the devil, it's Anthony. Oh, hi Anthony. He looks angry. I pick up the call. You've never called me before. What's up with the sudden change? I hear a sound of rustling and then a low murmur comes up. Open the door. Don't freak out. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thrown off 'cause I'm like, wait, what's the rustling? They're only a couple of words, but somehow it still gets me utterly puzzled. Huh? Care to elaborate? Just do it, please. I carefully leave the comfort of our sofa and stand in front of the door. I sigh, preparing myself for whatever Anthony has to tell me. I slowly open it, only to hear someone running out of breath, huffing out air. Oh, hey. I'm not gonna freak out. Like, I would be standing there with a smile on my face, trying not to freak out, and I'm gonna tell him, I'm not freaking out, but you're covered in everything. Thanks. I can't believe what my eyes are seeing. Crimson red liquid covers Anthony's whole frame. He just so happened to be wearing a white suit. He notices me staring and wipes at the worst of it, smearing the stain and causing more of a mess. I inspect the man who's standing in front of me, covered in blood, and to make it worse, I don't know who it could belong to. Anthony, who now resembles a gangster, is wiping the filthy floor with a knockoff Hello Kitty mop. He glances up at me once again, his eyes locked onto mine as he knelt down to clean one more spot. I'm sorry. You're being awfully polite today, Anthony. I shoot a smirk at Anthony as laughing ensues. I'm not even sure why I'm laughing. Is it the fact that this whole situation is hilarious to me? Or is it because all the blood has started making me go hysterical? Why are you laying on the floor now? He drops on, he's on the sofa. Why are you laying on the sofa covered in blood? Oh my God. Why don't you just tell me why you're covered in blood? How about that? He drops onto the sofa, eyes shutting as he tries to catch a moment of rest. He could have stayed like that all night, limbs draped carelessly across the cushions. But my gaze must have seared into his clothes because he stirred. Uh-oh. Slowly, one eye cracked open, then the other, fluttering against the harsh glare of the dorm's fluorescent lights, as if hit by a flashbang. Voyia, I'm fine. He gestures to his suit, pointing at the red stains that has yet to wash off, and you're on our couch. These aren't mine. Well, most of them. Okay, that doesn't make me feel better, because if it ain't yours, then whose is it? What do you mean, most of them? He makes a face that's supposed to make himself look sorry, but to me, he just looks even more pissed off. Relax, Voyia. It's nothing serious. Come on. You've seen me like this before. I cross my arms, looking directly at his eyes. Being a little too investigative, I had found out about his illegal activities right when we started living together. Personally, I thought it was great. I mean, now I wouldn't have to worry about our safety, as he could protect both of us, or that's what I believed he'd do. Besides, it's not like we don't get along. He's nice, and there's also the fact that he isn't loud at all. Are you hearing yourself? You literally just came back from injuries from God knows where. It's tomato sauce. I blinked in disbelief. Did he really just say that? Or were all those sleepless nights finally catching up to me? Tomato sauce? Tomato sauce. It's from work. My colleague crashed into me and spilled it all over. Does that look like tomato? Oh my God. Does that look like tomato sauce to y'all? Be honest. Be honest. It ain't just me. He's fine, but it ain't. And there's a handprint on his stomach. Just saying. He pointed vaguely at his shirt, acting as if it could explain why he looked like an extra from a low-budget action movie. I tried really hard to pretend that I haven't noticed how bad he was stuttering. I'm sorry, but I'm not that dumb. Anthony shrugs, kicking his feet up onto the coffee table. Apparently, he was giving up on actually trying to explain himself to me. Oh, gee, I wonder why. I frown, grabbing my stuff that's scattered on the sofa while Anthony continues to take up even more space. He shoots up a brow, glaring at me from where he lies. Sorry, my phone was ringing. Why don't you stay? Are you scared of me? I'm afraid I may ask a question I don't want the answer to. Besides, I gotta study. God, it's like you really just can't mind your business. You're suspicious, that's all. Ugh, go away. Yeah, don't talk to me. Look, you're wearing a white suit. A white suit. And you have red all over you that looks like blood. You have a handprint on your stomach. Look at that. You're fine. God, you're fine. But you just... Ugh. He attempts to close his eyes once again, but the way he talked to you didn't sit right with him at all. He sits up one more time, backing down on his own words. Voyia, wait. You can stay. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Sure. I leave the living room, ignoring Anthony's distant voice. While I head to my room, I reminisce about how this place was when I first came. When we first met. When I first came. Originally, it was a little too cramped for my taste, but I'd like to say that I did an outstanding job of transforming it into what I had always dreamed of having. I cannot read today. Brain don't work today. Don't judge. Brain don't work. I got a lot on my mind right now. And I also see the poster on her wall that says knee deep, like the name of the game. The roses. She got or tulips. Are those tulips or roses? I don't know. Those are cute. The drawing is so pretty. It's so much detail into it that you just gotta give it up for the creator. They did a fantastic job with this. It went from being just a dusty abandoned closet to a fully decorated paradise. After all, this would be where I'd be living for the next couple of years. I sure would have to make this feel like home. I face my bed that has seen me at my worst. My eyelids feel heavy just looking at it. Frick. I just want to lie on it and drift away to sleep. But I knew that wasn't an option. Not yet. What should I do now? Scroll through social media, study, take a nap. We could study a little bit. Let's study a little bit. I can't let myself go down like this. Voyia, snap out of it. Pick up your books and study for frick's sake. I settled on my desk, carefully flipping through the pages of my textbook. There weren't any tests scheduled yet, but you just can't be too calm with professors whose favorite part of the day is assigning surprise exams. My voice hangs low as I read the first line in the unit where we're having in class earlier in the day. The interplay of light and shadow in boutique art is not only emphasizes. There was no ending quote in game. Let's see. We can scroll social media a little bit. I really deserve a rest. 10 minutes won't hurt. I flop onto my bed, promising myself that I won't spend too much time on it. I turn on my phone and click on the first app I see. Then I proceed to scroll mindlessly through multiple cat videos, much to my heart's content. Now that I think about it, I probably look like a maniac laughing at seemingly nothing. Now let's take a nap. I should save. I'm gonna save. Now let's take a nap. I'm completely wasted. This day has left me exhausted. Hell, I feel like if any kind of remaining energy I held in my body just dissipated as soon as I entered my room. I limp as I make my way to the bed, promptly face planting into my pillow. I black out, letting myself sleep for at least an hour or two. The sun has finally set, everything around me slowly getting eaten up by the darkness as I contemplate how the day has gone by. The overbearing silence of the growing night rudely interrupted by a particular sound. I promptly sit up, trying to find where it's coming from exactly. Ding, ding, ding. It's my phone. Why do I bother? I say to myself, glaring at the phone screen. I turn it off in an instant, laying back down on my bed. Ding, ding, ding. Really? Come on. I just want to sleep. I groan, hesitating to do anything. My back aches from all those sudden movements. This is what I get for not working out as much as I should. Or at least that's what my mom would say if she saw me like this. Yeah, moms are definitely going to complain about everything you do. Besides, what app can possibly be making that much noise? I swear I haven't downloaded anything shady in a while. Huh? How strange. It was just an email? I definitely should toggle Gmail's notification off because what in the actual frick was that? I mean, it's their fault for not letting me sleep. I focus my gaze on the screen one more time. It flashes a pretty saturated pink. It seems as if it were designed by a 5th grader. Typical. I shut it off again, setting it into the table next to me. Ding, 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 ding. The mysterious emails begin to repeat the same tune. It's almost aggravating up to this point. Why won't you shut up? I yell out in frustration, wanting to throw that damn phone out the nearest window, my eyes widening as I scroll down my unread emails. Voyia, in the beginning, you applied for something. Do you not remember? Maybe it's that. I eventually catch something, a small fragment of text highlighted by Gmail itself. I've won the lottery? I pinched myself on the cheek to test if I was dreaming, finally realizing that it was in fact real. Is it too good to be true? How the hell would I know, really? I scoff, reading through the text that had caused such a ruckus. Dear Voyia, you have been chosen as a lucky winner of the superpower lottery. As per the rising using of technology, this superpower will only be available to use on your phone. The download, will start automatically once you open this email. Before using it, these are some important details to take note of. Sorry, this text is very small for me. Power Heart's echo function, the ability to perceive who is so in love with you, that they would consider murder for your sake. Also, it may give you the rundown of your target stats, okay? Superpower Lottery decided to come to a close once you joined, as we knew you were the one. We hope this email finds you well. If you have any inquiries. Sorry, I thought it said inquirements, but it's just because the text is small, okay? I can read, I swear. I swear. And / or any questions. You may not call us. We're mysterious. Just like that. Okay. Scam, scam, scam. That word blasts in the corner of my head. Like I'd ever fall for something like this. I've got common sense, you know. Plus, no one has ever confessed to me before. Who on earth would murder for my sake? That's ridiculous. My eyes wander aimlessly at the screen. The download will start automatically once you open the email. I mumbled as my vision focuses. Frick, frick, frick! What have I gotten myself into? Voyia, you are stupid? You are stupid. I quickly closed the Gmail and agitatedly looked through every single page on my phone screen. Heart echo. The bright pink icon stuck out like a sore thumb. Might as well check it out, I guess. Welcome, Voyia. Oh my god, why is the text so small at the bottom? I cannot see most of that. Thanks for choosing Heart Echo. Below is a list of those who would commit murder just for you. Rank from the most obsessed to sane. Milo Green. Okay. Rylee Sinclair. Unknown. Anthony Hayes is the last one. He's the most mysterious. He's the hottest. I would definitely date him. But Milo, I would definitely date too. Rylee's okay. He's okay. He's not my favorite, but he's okay. Legal disclaimer, neither the Superpower Lottery nor Heart Echo are to be held legally responsible for any criminal activities committed under the guise of love. By using this app, you assume any kind of responsibility that may stem from your future partners. Good luck. I hope y'all read all that too. Milo's totally behind this, isn't he? That's the first thought that came into my mind, trying to find a logically sound reason for this nonsense. Who else could it be? Mom? I don't think so. Could it be Liam? I tried coming up with anything at this point, my sanity slowly slipping away as I reconsidered any possible culprits. Nah, not a chance. My mind keeps rambling for quite a while. It all feels so odd. Am I dreaming? No. I had already pinched myself. I scrambled to open Twitter, frantically looking up any accounts by the name of the Superpower Lottery, and there it is. At Superpower Lottery _officials. This year's Superpower Lottery has come to a close. We extended a heartfelt thanks to anyone who's willingly took part in such an event. Weren't they gonna announce my name though? I'm just saying, yay and uh-oh at the same time, because I mean, they're gonna know that I know, or they're gonna announce who has the thing, so we can't even tell anybody that we won, because then they know that we're gonna have Heart Echo or something. Like if they just say, hey, this person won Heart Echo and didn't announce my name, that's fine. But if they announce my name and then they be, oh, what did you get? What'd you get? I can't tell them this because they just gave me the name of the 3 people that could murder for me. Like, it's all bad. Please make sure to check your emails. Introductions have already been sent. Okay. Oh no. This can't be real. Who is unknown, matter of fact? Does that mean Milo has a crush on me? Is this why Rylee has been staring at me all week? Anthony, well, I'm sure he'll do something like that, but why is he at last place? Isn't that the same guy who came drenched in blood? Uh-oh. I should stop thinking about this. I stay right in the same spot in my bed, sweat dripping down my chin. What could I have done in my past lives to deserve this? I bury my face in my plushies, shutting my eyes to finally drift to sleep. Pancakes, I mumbled, slowly sitting up in my bed. What time is it? I reach for my phone, blinking slowly as my eyes readjust to the sunlight seeping through my blinds. Voyia, wake up. You're late for class, I think. I made you pancakes. He yells from the kitchen. I slap myself awake and run over, witnessing Anthony while he sits down to eat. Oh, my God, no. Not another one. Not another black shirt wearing, tattoo having mysterious guy. We went through this before. Almost with the same eyes. Wait a minute. Boy, put a side-by-side picture of who we talking about. You gotta be kidding me. No way. No way. Not again. Ugh. If he turns out to be tall too, Anthony might get picked because he's fine. Oh my God. The black shirt get me every time. Black shirts and red shirts, I promise you, they get me every time. If I see a guy and he walks up to me and he's got a black shirt on, and he's standing all mysterious, and he's just like, hey, sup? And I'm just like, I just go crazy. I just get excited. Okay, get it together. I sit across from him to have breakfast as well, just like we've done for quite a while. I take in the view of the pancakes that stand right in front of me, the maple syrup making the pancakes shine as if they were from a commercial. My hand leaps to dig into the food. Frick, I'm starting to drool. Ew. I need to act fast. My fork stabs the soft golden brown pile, taking a huge chunk out of it. I chew slowly, making sure to savor every last piece of it. He cooks. He makes money. He takes care of himself. Even though he's kind of a whatever, I don't care type of guy, he does try to make things right, and I like that. I look up at Anthony, who patiently nibbles on his food. So good. Last night's memories suddenly flood my brain. Oh right, I've won some kind of lottery? I had to make sure that whatever happened last night was actually true. I was determined to do anything necessary to prove it. I locked my gaze with his, before putting another huge chunk of pancakes in my mouth. Hey, Anthony, let's say I hypothetically get hurt. What would you do? Anthony pauses mid-bite, his fork hovering in the air as his dark eyes shoot up to meet my unnerving gaze. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me. His expression almost unreadable for a couple of seconds. And, to my own surprise, he just smiles. The corners of his mouth twitches at my words. Is he enjoying this? It depends. What are you talking about? Let me think. Physical? Emotional? Someone saying your outfit's fugly? My shoulders tense up at his response. I awkwardly chuckle, trying to play off what I said as a joke. You know, silly questions. I don't like violence, but if it happened, I'd make sure they regret it. Don't get like. Calm down, boy. Calm down. I'm sure it'll never happen, though, right, Voyia? I see the room slowly close in on me, breathing becoming more of a struggle as the seconds pass. I feel the air running out of my lungs as if I were choking. I manage to cough out my anxious chuckle, my fingers gripping the tablecloth. It's good to know I've got someone by my side. Don't worry about it, Voyia. Is anyone giving you problems? Y'all telling me he's so fine. Oh my God. He's the finest one, but he's not the best personality, but he is the finest one. Oh, no, nothing like that, Anthony. His expression leaves no room for doubt. Anthony's clearly concerned about me, and the way he looks at me while we're eating shows me that perfectly. Tell me if anything happens. I'll deal with it. Okay. And here we are with Rylee. I don't have an issue with Rylee. He's just not my type. Like, he's cute. He is 100%. And y'all tell me if Rylee is y'all type, personality and all. But it's like the jokester that I'll never talk to outside of school. Like, hey there, I'm gonna beat you in this project. Like, I'm good. Later that morning, I meet up with Rylee in the art studio. The sunlight falters through the tall windows, bathing the room in a soft light. He's already there, sketching on a large canvas. His golden hair catches the light, giving him an almost ethereal glow. Hey, you made it. He doesn't look up, a small smile playing on his lips. I set my bag down, suddenly nervous. Yeah, sorry I'm late. Rylee looks up then, his sharp blue eyes locking onto mine. You're not late. I just like being early. He gestures to his seat beside him, and I hesitate before sitting. So, flowers, huh? I'm guessing you haven't had time to think much about our project yet. I have. Sort of. Just not a lot. Rylee laughs softly, the sound surprisingly warm. I mean, at least we get along. Like I told you, in high school, college, I had projects, not art projects, but I had projects that I just gave in because people are so headstrong. Everybody wants to be a leader. No one wants to listen. That's the problem. And so I would just be like, yep, Now I'm not listening, but I'm not being I'm just going to follow, but I'm definitely not listening to any of you guys. I am being a follower, but I'm just not listening. That's kind of what the whole thing was. Sorry to repeat myself, but it's the caffeine and the tism. Ignore it. Rylee laughs softly, the sound surprisingly warm. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We work in silence for a while, but I can't stop sneaking glances at him. He looks so focused, so confident in what he's doing. I, on the other hand, feel completely out of my depth. After a while, Rylee breaks the silence. You okay? You seem distracted. We spend the rest of the afternoon researching symbolism of flowers, and Rylee's enthusiasm is contagious. He has this way of looking at art that makes even the simplest detail feels profound. You know, you remind me of this flower. He blinks. What? I shrug, a soft smile on my lips. Strong, vibrant, and hard to ignore. His cheeks heat up, and he quickly looks away. You really think so? I do. His voice is quiet, but certain. When the session finally ends, Rylee reaches into his bag and pulls out a small notebook. Here, take this. I've got some notes and sketches I made for our project. Maybe it'll help if you get stuck. The day passes in a blur. My classes offer little distraction. Sorry, my phone was ringing from the chaos spinning in my head. By the time I returned to my dorm that evening, I was exhausted but still restless. My phone buzzes with a call from Milo. Hello, Milo. I hurriedly pick it up. Park again? You seem off lately. Sure. Usual spot? Under the soft glow of the streetlights, Milo is already waiting on the bench when I arrive. He has a small coffee in one hand and his usual lopsided grin on his face. I wouldn't call it lopsided, but he's cute too. You like you haven't slept. His tone is teasing, but his eyes are full of concern. Thanks. Just what I needed to hear. He chuckles, but the humor quickly fades. Seriously, Voyia, what's going on? You've been distant. I glance at him, my heart sinking. Milo has always been able to read me too well, and now, with the app's results fresh in my mind, I feel like I am walking a tightrope. This is why he's been getting upset that we're hanging out with other people, because he wants us to be with him. But it's like, Milo, we've been friends since I was a kid. If you haven't made a step, taken a step towards me, then there's nothing we got to talk about. How am I supposed to act normal when he is literally ranked at the top of the list of people willing to kill for me? I've just been stressed about school. You know how it is. Milo studies me for a long moment, then nods slowly. If you say so. The silence that follows is almost comfortable, except for the nagging thoughts in my head. Finally, I blurt out. Milo, do you think it's weird to, I don't know, be willing to do extreme things for someone you care about? His brows furrow. What kind of extreme things are you talking about? I hesitate. Like fighting for them, protecting them, that sort of thing. Milo's expression softens. He leans forward, resting his elbows on his knees. I think if you care about someone enough, you do whatever it takes to keep them safe. That's not weird. That's just love. The words hang in the air between us, heavy and unspoken for so long that it almost feels foreign. My chest tightens and I look away, staring at the darkened trees. Oof. This is tough. Right. Love. Milo straightens, his gaze still fixed on me. Voyia, is there something you're not telling me? I sigh and shake my head. Should we tell him? It's nothing, just a lot on my mind. Okay. His voice is quiet, but his eyes tell me he doesn't believe me. When I arrive home, I immediately look through my notes, not on subjects I have to study, but about the 4 people listed in Heart's Echo. I cross off the unnamed person and try to focus on the others. Oh my goodness. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Milo, my protective childhood friend. Rylee, my shy project partner. And Anthony, my closed off roommate. I am losing my voice. I do apologize. I'm having so much drainage today. It is exhausting. The names that intrigue me the most is... Oh no! I gotta choose now? None of them. Oh no, I gotta choose now. I'm not gonna lie. It's between Milo and Anthony from what I've seen of them now. I'm gonna go Anthony just for, cause I'm gonna go Anthony for now. And then again, when this is just a demo, when the game fully comes out, I'm gonna choose probably all of them, but for now I'm gonna go Anthony. Thanks for playing the demo. Please wait for more updates. You will be sent back to the main menu in 3, 2, 1. This was lovely. I did like this. Y'all tell me who y'all would choose. I have my reasons for choosing Anthony. I know he's kind of the nonchalant guy I don't like. I don't like nonchalant guys. I like guys that's able to, even if you don't express it in public, you're at least able to express it to me, that you like me, you care about me. He's sweet, he's soft, he's got tattoos. I love tattoos. I like guys that wear dark colors. And then there's Milo. He's the sweet, charming, goofy, laid back best friend that's been there for me for years. He's like my second favorite. And I feel like I said, if I didn't choose Anthony, I'm gonna choose Milo. And then there's Rylee. I don't have an issue with him. He's just not my type. He's cute. He's adorable. He's intelligent. I love intelligence. Everything. Like, they all have something about them that pulls me towards them. And I can't wait for more. I really can't. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. As y'all can hear, my voice is going away. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me which one is your favorite. And with all that being said, peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye-bye. I love you guys.